customer is looking to redo their entryway to their house here. All right, so let's start at the house. And as you can see, as I walk up here, their steps are kind of at a weird angle. So we are going to take the steps that they currently have and keep them as a wraparound, but we are going to rebuild them square to the house as opposed to having an angle on it. We're going to give them two different options for colors. The first one is going to be with Chilton and Weathered Edge Chilton, the display board on the left. The second option is going to use buckskin with some Colorado red accents. The treads are going to be thermal bluestone, with the inside going to be full range. The second part to this is the patio. Okay, that's the part that I was just standing on. It's exposed aggregate currently, and this will probably need to be a jack demo because chances are if it's exposed aggregate, it probably has wire mesh going through it. That's been my past experience. So you can see it kind of comes all the way around here. The pillars and the walls here are going to be removed as well. I told them that they needed to make sure that the electrical was disconnected from their lights here, so he's aware of that. So the bluestone is going to go all through here. You see the bay window over here. Underneath the bay window here, I'm planning on taking. He was concerned about if we take it out and we don't put anything back, the critters might get in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some wire mesh, like what we use or lath, like what we use behind veneer. And after we dig it out, we're going to just put that in there and then cover it up with our crushed rock. So it's going to be our standard dig out, but we're just going to put down some wire mesh before we put the crushed rock on there. And then we're going to cut around this, but before we actually put it in, I suggested that we put in some edge rock along underneath this to close the gap in there. So we'll take some edge rock and put it in and then cut our bluestone right up next to it. So whichever stone mix that they go with. If they use buckskin, then we'll use buckskin. If they use Chilton, we'll use Chilton. But either way, it's going to go up flush to the bottom of it for under there. All right, so we've got bluestone patio here. We've got the step. We're removing these pillars and wall, and as a separate line item, we're going to bid to build these pillars new using the same material as we have in the step, either Chilton for the wall stone with Chilton and Weathered Edge Chilton, or buckskin with Colorado red accents, and then it's going to be capped with bluestone. However, the walls in between the pillars, he's going to get anchor iron to put some railings in between the two. So we're just doing the 4 pillars, 1, 2, 3, and 4. One thing to notice is that the space between the house and the pillars, I have lined up the pillars with the house going this way, so this is going back a little bit, but I'm keeping a space here because I needed to line up with over here as well, because neither of the two places are good places to line up. Once again, I've kept a small space in here, and we are building we are extending the patio just a little bit to the outside just to finish it off. There's a small little nub over there. The last part of this is the walkway that we have right here. Okay, currently it's at, I think, I wrote it down, it's at maybe 7.3 maybe, whatever it is. We're going to keep it wider than what this is. See how it flares into the driveway out there, and it gets down to like 5.5 feet or something along those lines. We're going to keep it wider coming through here, and we're actually going to make it come out further. If you see where their car currently is parked, you have to try and sneak by the car to get to the sidewalk. So we're actually bringing it out a little ways. It's going to come out more along the lines of over here. Once again, I've put the dimension on there of where it's going to come in. The curve is going to be subject to their approval, but it's going to be a curve nonetheless. Timing, they want to go as soon as possible. So I told them that we do have that the only problem is that the mortar is cold sensitive, so we've got that as an issue. But they do have, because they've got it's kind of enclosed in there, this would be a fine place to tarp up if we needed to, just to do the steps or whatever it might be, and then the bluestone is a breeze. Decent access, decent staging area. It's good.